Good day, everybody, and welcome to episode 31 of the Sea Ice Challenge. I'm Icon, and the winter is finally over, and we're in the midst of spring. It doesn't look like it because it's night. Last episode, we had our good friend Fugly stopping by for a little treachery. Well, he was a refugee who actually decided to go treacherous on us in the end. Well, didn't go out well for him. But good thing about Fugly was he was also a psychopath, or she, I don't even know anymore. And therefore we were even able to plunder vast amounts of materials for our colony. I also acquired a mortar, well, not acquired, I built myself one. And alongside with that, I also decided to build myself a few shells, just in case that the future attacks will result in sieges. That's absolutely possible and has happened to me several times in the past, so I'm rather safe than sorry in that department. I also started to use this storage area now for leathers and clothing as well, which is, well, not ideal, but also not too bad. So, well, no, rip. A combat supplier ship is passing by. Let's see what Hilda Corporation has in store for us. First off, let's sell off the packaged survival meals here, because we don't need to stockpile these at all. And let's see. I'm even able to sell off that Slate Club. Amazing. So, well, I would like to buy myself something like a marine armor or such, but we're way away from that. A shield belt sounds tempting, but 220 silver sound even more tempting to me. So we're actually all ready, set and go. Ready and set to go. I will buy a few components here though, because well, no, I'm not. This is kind of a waste of money. Okay. So, mostly money, but that's okay. And my rice plants are blighted. What a shame. But honestly, it's not that much of an issue. We are well stacked with food. Let's sow out that area again. I mean, 440 rice are available right now. It's totally fine. Okay, so I also marked up these chunks up here for mining. Oh dear, I have to heighten the priority accordingly. And well, let's see what happens out of that. Oh, I want Ironhead to be on the assault rifle again, because I had used the charged rifle for a couple of days. Ooh, there's a lot of people just desiccating there. Alright. Luckily, Ironhead is a fast learner. Otherwise, things would be really a lot more annoying here. But the combination of being passionate about the topic and a fast learner will be quite good for him. But it'll take a while until we have mined out that uranium. I also brought up this area here, which will be our staging area for the spaceship, because we're really going for it. I didn't think that I could, but we will. The biggest issue will still be the question how to acquire that AI core, but, well, one thing at a time. Alright. It's Mechanoid time again. So let's equip one charge rifle for that reason. Because charge rifles are actually always the better choice against mechanoids, due to the fact that mechanoids are quite heavily armored. And here, 40% sharp armor. And the charged rifle has a pretty decent armor penetration. If you compare that to the assault rifle, it's almost double. Also, the charge rifle features more damage per shot, making it in every aspect the more solid choice. So we're up against 2 scythers here. Well, I don't like that at all. Let's psycast these things as much as we can. But I'm pretty sure this will result in at least 1 downed turret. Yeah, just like I thought. So let's just hope it's gonna be only 1 turret. These things are friggin' costly. Stop it! Alright, at least we only lost 1 turret. Could have been worse. Okay. Well, scythers are among the more dangerous mechanoids here because they, unlike the ranged mechanoids, they have a guarantee to deal damage if they get close to their target. Ranged mechanoids have kind of like a chance of messing it up to deal damage, if that makes sense somehow. Alrighty. If I ever grow that rich, I'm actually considering to use the... Oh, laborer outsourcing. Yeah, sure. Because I got so many. So we can leave 1 colonist for 10 days. No. I'm not gonna stay outside here all alone. That sounds rather foolish to me. Alright, as soon as I have something like 600 or 700 units of rice available, I will head over and produce different plants again. But in that... oh, we're already at 600. Whoops. Let's go for 1 more harvest. I love to have a huge stockpile of foods. Because it gives me a feeling of safety, you know. Alright, we're butchering down that poor sod. Why not? As long as we can afford it for our with our mood, it's no problem. Okay, we're solar flaring here. It's exactly the reasons why I want to have a certain stockpile. My folks are not even freezing anymore, but man, psychic drone, solar flare. All we need would be a raid. But we already got raided, so... Alright, Ironhead is dazed now, but as far as I remember, his insulation was good enough to... He can just do so. Doesn't matter for us too much. Yeah, that pile of corpses here is influencing him a little bit, so... You know what? We're going to take care of that. Let's clear this mess out. So poor old Ironhead doesn't have to be worried about this anymore. There we go. Probably should have done that way earlier. Keep underestimating the impact of such things. But, well, it'll bring him some catharsis, so I don't mind. Let's just see. There was a pile of bodies down there, but they're already mostly deteriorated, so I'll just sit it out here too. Dazed or not, Ironhead has come back to senses and went back into his bed. That's good. I'm really happy that I got these 2 guys together, because I feel like they are a really awesome team together. Only the too smart trait on Ironhead is... well, it's quite difficult for us. Because it is absolutely noticeable that he has a lot more mental breakdowns than anybody else. But at the same time, it's just what we need. Why can't bishop just tailor there. Okay, interesting. I hate it when they do that. No, not mining. I want you to hold that stuff. You know, they could at least carry that stuff back home while they're at it. But the average Rimworlder is not that smart. So, is Bishop's crafting not high enough for prestige ropes, or is it really just blocking him that there's something on the table there? Amazing. Yeah, it is. It's exactly that. Alright, so Bishop now finally decided to go for the cloth pants. And we also need a new parka. Wasn't there a cloth parka? Oh, alright, the blue fur parka is still a lot better. Even with the 44% durability left. Alright. I don't want to weaken his insulation for an odd. Alright, mining 4. Like I said, Ironhead is a insanely fast learner, and therefore we're making progress really quickly. Okay, so we're going to get started here for real. How about starting out with a structural beam? There's nothing wrong with starting out with a structural beam. Do I have enough steel to do so? 274. Oh, no. Okay, we need to grind up money again. Because, seriously, I don't dare to wait to spend 200 steel under these circumstances. Sounds really foolish to me. Alright, the food clock is at 700, but I really don't want to risk myself like that. The solar flare ate up my my resources there, so we're going to make parkas here too, and to make it clear, the parkas are going to be Bishop's job. So can he now tailor? Yes, he can. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure that this is no longer in my way, because that's just stupid if it is. Alright, but I do want that thing to be finished for real. I mean, there's still a slight chance of us meeting a trader which we want to meet. Also, I want to embrace the chance of a AI core happening from a exotic goods trader. It's not entirely impossible, although unlikely. But I'm absolutely convinced that we're not able during this season to go towards harvesting AI ship core. I feel like I really would need to have at least a third person for that job, because right now I wanted to have 3 colonists for real, but well, it didn't work out in the long run, sadly. Alright, since we're right now only meddling around with these things, I'm going to fast forward to the next event. Now, we have a really interesting incident here happening, and that's the Thrumbos. I feel like we are no longer too weak to take down a Thrumbo, but I feel like I'm too weak to take down 2 Thrumbos, so here's the difficult question for me. Am I daring to take that fight or not? But I am absolutely willing to give it a try, honestly, because I feel like the resources I could gain from a Thrumbo are just insane. And due to the fact that I got good weapons and a fortification to hide behind, I'm pretty sure we should be able to take down at least one of these guys. So let's send Bishop in. Alrighty, so there we go. The other Thrumbo is not influenced by that situation, and that was really, really important for me. And here we go. Trying to pelt that thing with as many psycasts as possible. Yeah, this will go well. Bishop is sadly on too much neural heat, but I can't imagine that this will actually go against us. So the Thrumbo is now way slower than my folks. So we're actually able to just gun it down. Nice. Like, those resources we'll gain from that are just insane. I'm not quite willing to try it one another time, but probably I should, honestly. The thing is, Thrumbo fur is like the best stuff we could wish for. Visitors. Alright. But first, let us take care that all our needs are sufficiently fulfilled. Okay. Let's go for another round. Pretty sure this will be not really a problem. I'll keep open that door. Alright, we even managed to get one salvo in without retaliation. I think I'm going to send Ironhead though, because Bishop is just way too slow in terms of movement. And here goes the burden. Just want to start dealing damage on this guy before we're actually in trouble. So the Thrumbo is super slowed, but the psychic burden will run out in a few seconds. So a couple of seconds, yes, but then let's run. Alright, we win that easily. We win that easily. So let's give it another stun to make sure that we can just fight back. This bad boy should be down soon. Yeah, there we go! Nice! So that stuff will get us really far ahead. Now we have a new resupply of really valuable and powerful clothing. That's what was really on my mind at that point. So, jump pack tech print, no thanks. Beyond that, are they even featuring anything we want? Well, money, obviously, but... well, no, not really. From what faction are they? The Jabium Union. Is that... Oh, yeah. I know what I'm going to be using them for. Haha. Take my gifts. Here we go. Take all of the gifts. Alright. 20 plus 22. We're slowly getting to the point where they are friends enough to us that they will be allied with us. So let's keep going that way. Let's keep going that way. It'll take us quite some time until we get there, but at the same moment I feel like it's just brilliant to go for it. I could have gifted them the Thrumbo horns, but well, never mind. Okay, now Parka. Where is it? Thrumbo fur. 2 of them. Yes, please. Alrighty. That should help us a ton now. Also, the extra meat from the Thrumbos was super useful for us as well. It kind of like felt riskier than it actually was. I'm going to remember myself the next time I got that a person with stun and burden is just whipping that thing away. Paid psychic droner. Well, no thanks. Exotic goods trader. Alright, now let's see what they got. Bionics? Look at that, a bionic leg. Tempted. Actually quite tempted, but no. No. We're going to sell away what? There's really not much I can sell to these guys, sadly. But we're just going to transform that stuff into plus steel, I'd say. 100 units extra, not bad. But beyond that, oh wait a sec, we're going to buy ourselves as many advanced components as I can buy. That's actually a good idea. Let's sell away a little bit of that chocolate for that, because honestly, chocolate is nice and everything, but we don't really need that. Here we go, perfect. Because we're going to need that many components just for the spaceship. It's going to be very, very important. Alright. But apart from that, we'll also need a vast amount of steel, and I'm sadly far, far away from being able to get that steel in. Let's make it like that. There's just so much blood out there. The Thrumbo horns are also quite nice. They are insanely strong weapons and extremely good as a trading material. Okay, so Bishop is now... Holy moly! Yeah! Minus 78. Can we do toques out of that? I'm afraid no, but I wanted to try. No, sadly not. We're gonna replace the button-down shirt there, though. Cool. Really, really cool. Paid Psychic Droner. No, we didn't want to go that way. Okay, nice. So these will help us a lot in our attempts of acquiring a AI core in the near future, because, you know, we got to go somewhere to acquire that AI core, but I have made the plan that I will delay that as long as possible, basically, because it doesn't seem too urgent to get on it, if you get my idea. And maybe I'll be lucky and receive a AI core for free from somewhere else. I know it's a little bit of a high hope, but, you know, still feel like I want to try it. Okay, now I don't want that. There we go. Meanwhile, we're really, really busy chopping away that uranium. But the good news is the Ironhead's mining is climbing super fast. So they're actually drop potting on us. Oh dear. Did anybody drop pot into the base? Didn't seem so. Oh yeah, there's one guy. Dang. Alright, that's really, really annoying. So Ironhead is quite far away from that scenery. Alright, headshot. It's a good start. Oh, lost my turret there, but... Alright, that guy on the inside is downed. Wow, that's a really, really annoying scenario, to be quite honest. Alright, they're fleeing, but... We lost 2 turrets here. And that's really bothering me. Alright. But I did take down all of them, so... 50 steel we got back, so we're only minus 100 steel out of that incident. Still quite annoying to begin with. But at least nobody got wounded, nobody got killed. It could have been worse. So we're going to replace that with slate. Alright. Probably should consider raising that one here and building the wall a little bit wide, the hallway a little bit wider than that, to avoid situations like that in the future. Could be quite helpful. So we also will smelt away bolt action rifles. Alright, good. That's what I want to make sure that we do. Okay, now just happy that these punks didn't tear down anything super important here in our base. Let's clean up. Repair up. And most importantly, tailor up. I want that button-down shirt. Alrighty. Wow, okay, that was quite brutal. The fight itself was super harmless. These guys didn't really put up a big fight, but nevertheless, the fact that Ironhead was out there mining was really, really bothering me a lot. Anywho, we should be able to get past these losses. So 1,000 rice are being more than enough. Let's try and give those strawberries a chance. Let's see if they will make a good growing speed. Alright, repairing the walls feels to me like more important than it looks like, because these walls are hard to replace. Every bit of stone is valuable here, so I'll rather let them repair that right away. Especially since these two guys are really good at constructing. But they don't really like each other, that's amazing. After all they've been through, they're still not liking each other. Wow. It's honestly surprising me a bit. But okay. Could have been worse. That's why I like these turrets. They take down enemies for the cost of steel. Although, well, we do need that steel to build the spaceship. But I'd say it will take us a couple of years until we are actually able to build that spaceship, I'm afraid. We're still quite far away from being able to do so. So we had a discharge here. Well, good thing that the wind was good and somebody was there to quench the fire right away. Cool. Alright, let's refine a bit before we tailor away. Okay, batteries are slowly recharging, that's good. I'm very happy that Ironhead is now learning mining at a decent level, into a decent level with this meteorite up here. Do we have enough components? Not really, so let's change that. And haul these components, please, my friend. There we go. I just saved that chunk until my component count was low enough to bother myself with that. Alright, destroy all the clothes. And then I want to smelt down a couple of these weapons these guys brought. probably, well, right now it's looking like it's not even the worst of deals, because we're already at 257. 30 of these units of steel were the ship chunk. Yeah. We're actually rolling quite even with that event. There's still that bio-coated gun. There we go. Nice. Awesome. We even made a slight plus. Alright, let's clear out that area here and outro during that. Friends, I am so grateful for your time and thanks for watching yet again. It's been my pleasure. We're slowly making progress to get off that ice ball here. It's taking some time, I know, but considering that this is kind of like the most poor biome a person could imagine, I feel like we're holding out just fine. So we're now at the cool spot where we got uranium and plus steel in amounts that I'm feeling confident with it. We also have tons of leather to work with, tons of food to work with. So overall, it's all really good. All we need now is another person to share the wealth with, but we're going to get there. So drop me a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to know your thoughts, so feel free to. Also, leave a like for that video if you liked that series. It helps a ton to make the series more visible all over the board. And like I keep mentioning, subscriptions help my channel a lot, and if you haven't done so already, consider it. I do daily videos, so if you like my work, just slap on those notifications and you won't miss any future episodes. In the description down below, you'll also find my social media links, Twitter, Twitch. I do daily Twitch streams, by the way, too. And alongside with that, also ways to financially support me, because I will always keep doing my work for free, don't you worry. I will never ever lock anything behind paywalls or such, but sadly I still need money to do a living, and the ad revenues don't cut it yet. So if you feel like being generous to this content creator, I would be really grateful. But if you don't, I sure won't mind, and I'm absolutely happy that you're staying around here and spending your time with me. That's the most important part. Okay, enough of the AdWords. I hope you had a good time. Stay safe and see you soon. Bye-bye.